Wrigley Field, Coca Cola, and YouTube are all on this day. Hey, welcome back to On This Day. Today's date is April 23rd. It is the 114th day of the year. There are 252 days left in 2020. If this is your birthday, your astrological sign is Taurus. Today is also World Book and Copyright Day. World Book Day is a celebration created by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. The goal is to promote reading, especially in younger people, and honor authors and their books. Sounds like a worthy cause. I don't know why they had to throw copyright on there. Copyright Day? It's like throwing a legal term on Christmas or something. Seems weird. Anyway, let's see what else happened on April 23rd. 1815, the Second Serbian Uprising. The second phase of the national revolution of Serbs against the Ottoman Empire erupts shortly after the annexation of the country to the Ottoman Empire. I've been learning a lot about the Ottoman Empire recently. I did a video on my other channel and the Ottomans came up, and then I've just been reading. I guess they angered everyone around the Mediterranean and pretty much beyond. So it's no surprise that they had an uprising, or two dozen. The Second Serbian Uprising was one of many they had to deal with over the years. 1879, fire burns down the second main building and dome of the University of Notre Dame, which prompts the construction of the third and current main building, including its golden dome. 1914, the first baseball game at Wrigley Field, then known as Weigman Park in Chicago. It was a modern steel and concrete baseball park. It featured a single-deck grandstand. Perched on top of the grandstand roof behind home plate was a small area for the press. Basically, it was like a Little League park that we have today. The Cubs weren't the first home team back then. It was actually the Chicago Federals and later the Chicago Whales. The Cubs started playing in 1916. Wrigley is the second oldest Major League Baseball park. Fenway in Boston is the only one older. 1940, the Rhythm Club Fire. Fire breaks out at a dance hall in Natchez, Mississippi, killing 198 people. At the time, it was the second deadliest building fire in the history of the nation. It is now ranked as the fourth deadliest assembly and club fire in U.S. history. This was a single-story wood building with corrugated steel siding, 24 windows that apparently were boarded up at the time. I guess they didn't want the non-paying locals to stare in the windows from the outside. There was only one exit with an inward opening door that opened into a main entrance foyer that had another set of doors that also opened inward. So the crush of the people trying to get out made it impossible for the people up front to actually open up the doors to get out. The only good thing that ever comes out of something like this is we learn, and it normally sticks with us. 1951, during the Cold War, American journalist William N. Otis is arrested for espionage by the communist government of Czechoslovakia. 1985, Coca Cola changes its formula and releases New Coke. The response is overwhelmingly negative, and the original formula is back on the market in less than 3 months. Yeah, I remember this fiasco. Every single late-night TV host had jokes about it like every single night for months. Now, you know something sucks or it's about to fall out of fashion when the late-night TV guys start having jokes about it all the time. It was horrible. Coca Cola had been losing market shares to diet soft drinks and non-cola beverages for many years, so the Coca Cola recipe was reformulated. They thought this would turn things around. It didn't. I mean, they're still a very valuable company, but this wasn't the big turnaround that they were hoping for. But the good news is, when they came back with Coke Classic, they were all in the news again for all the right reasons. And after time went on, people started speculating that the whole new Coke thing was actually a marketing ploy to stimulate sales of the original Coca-Cola, which the company's always denied, but you never know. 2005, the first ever YouTube video titled Me at the Zoo was published by user Jawed. He created the channel that same day. The 18-second video was shot by his friend Yakov at the San Diego Zoo. It shows Jawed in front of some elephants at their old exhibit at the San Diego Zoo. I think it was called Elephant Mesa. Yeah, Elephant Mesa. He started rambling on and on about their trunks and becomes a part of history. He didn't know he was going to become part of history, but I think if he knew he was going to be part of history, he would have had something little, a little nugget of wisdom to throw in there instead of some rambling explanation of elephants. This paved the way for YouTube to become the world's most popular online video community. This also personally changed my life. YouTube has done so much for me. It's turned things around. Well, things weren't going terribly bad, but it definitely made them turn. Born on April 23rd, 1928, Shirley Temple Black. Everyone knows her as Shirley Temple. American actress, singer, and dancer, and a diplomat. Temple began her career at the age of 3 in 1932. 2 years later, she achieved international fame in the movie Bright Eyes. It was a feature film designed specifically for her talents. She is also known for her roles in Curly Top and Heidi. 1961, George Lopez, American actor, comedian, and talk show host. He is best known for starring in the self-produced sitcom The George Lopez Show between 2002 and 2007. It was actually a good show. I liked it. 1977, John Cena, American professional wrestler and actor. He is currently signed with the WWE, and he wrestles part-time and also is the current host of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader on Nickelodeon. He starred in a bunch of movies. The Marine, 12 Rounds, and Trainwreck. He also was in a movie called The Wall, about 2 guys that were pinned down by a sniper in, I think, Iraq or something like that. I was all excited. It looked like a really good movie. Yeah, it was rough. It was hard to watch. It was bad. Died on April 23rd, 1616, William Shakespeare kicks the bucket. English playwright and poet. If you don't know that, there's something wrong with you. He's written everything. Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, Macbeth. All the good stuff. He died at the age of 52. 1993, Cesar Chavez dies. American activist and co-founder of the United Farm Workers. He was very passionate about labor workers' rights. He called for a national boycott of California's grape industry, bringing him to nationwide attention. Critics with the union raised concerns about his strong personal control over the movement, kind of like he was some kind of dictator or something like that. He died at the age of 66 due to unspecified natural causes. 2007, Boris Yeltsin passes away. Russian politician, the first president of Russia. Just days after the demise of the Soviet Union, Boris Yeltsin resolves to embark on a program of radical economic reform. Unlike Gorbachev's reform, which sought to expand democracy in the socialist system, the new regime aimed to completely dismantle socialism and fully implement capitalism. He died at the age of 76 due to heart failure. Alright, that is today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Not a lot of things jumped out today. It wasn't terribly exciting. But hey, let's see what happens on the next video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.